Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5, man. You know what, Heather? I want to be in the spirit of getting the game, right?
Okay.
And as you know on this show, we love bringing to light, to the forefront, artists who are on the rise. And this young man is a singer and a songwriter that we invited to the show today.
That's dope.
He's done work with people from the likes of Tierra, Wack to Florida-Georgia line. I mean, that's a big, dichotomy right there.
Love Tierra Wack. She just performed at the 2019 Sound Set we do every single year in Minneapolis, Minnesota. She absolutely destroyed the stage. She was incredible.
She bodied it, right?
Body like body.
Okay, and she's worked with quite a few upcoming people. This dude has had a song called Honesty that did really well on the charts, and then No Replacing You also that did really well on the chart. He has he's just coming off his Pink Beginnings tour part 1, correct?
Correct.
Okay, now he's about to start his part 2 this fall. He got the new project. His EP Volume 2 is out now. Please welcome to the show the one and only Pink Sweat.
Let's get it.
Yo.
Philadelphia's finest.
Philly.
Out here, Philly. Let's
You
go.
born and raised in Philly, right?
Born and raised in Philly.
Man, your style though, man, is I couldn't regionalize listening to your music exactly what part of the planet you were from, because you kind of got a very universal, non-perimeter. I can't really put you in a genre necessarily type style.
I appreciate that. I'm Pink Planet.
Pink.
That's what planet I'm from. Pink Planet.
You wear a lot of pink.
I do, man. I bang with pink.
What? How did you get it? Was it Cam? Cameron from Dipset or
Nicki Minaj?
Was it, what I mean?
Pink Print.
Pinky Tuscadero from Happy Days. Like,
what?
Damn.
Wow, he went back.
Yo, how'd that happen, man?
Honestly, my birthday's on Valentine's Day, so for whatever reason, I always liked pink. But shout out to Cameron. That was like the first person I saw, like a dude that looked like me rocking it. So, but I feel like he's the first person to do it, and I always accredit that, at least from me. But obviously I do it differently.
Yeah, well, you got the chest hair showing.
Well,
right?
he has a good grade of hair. That'll help. You can't really, if your grade of hair is not right, you can't really have an open shirt on.
Really?
Hell no.
The nappy chest does
No
well with
flies.
the ladies, man.
No, that shit
Everybody's
look like
sexy.
flies.
Y'all do what y'all want to do.
That shit look like flies if it ain't right. So
the
you got,
nappy chest?
absolutely.
Oh,
He got a
come
good
on.
grade of hair, so it trickled down to this end, so he's good. You can't get away with that shit.
Burnt
if it ain't
popcorn.
right.
But
Bad eyelashes.
his forearm hair isn't the same as his chest hair.
They all different, man.
They all
The grades are different.
It's mixed up over here, man.
Yeah, Pink Sweat. So that's where the name came from. Your love for pink.
Yeah, I was just wearing pink sweats in the studio, and somebody said it one day. It was like, "Yo, where are pink sweats at?" And I was like, "I dig that."
Yeah.
And I just ran with it. Nah, it was just me living. I was single, so I was different experiences, different emotions. Especially me, like when I drink, I'll be wilding. So
Okay.
that's what even inspired Coke and Henny Part 1 and 2.
Okay, cool. So
Oh, you
Coke
talking
and
about
Henny.
Coca-Cola and Henny? Because I
Yeah,
saw
not
Coke and Henny.
cocaine.
I was like, oh,
Yeah, I was like, yo, people do cocaine and
a
drink
lot
Hennessy.
still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's different.
Yeah, that is different,
Okay.
right? But Coke and Henny 1 and 2 is like falling in. Well, the way I interpreted it is like falling for somebody while you're under the influence of Coke and Henny, and then the next day when you become sober and you wake up, you go, "Oh my gosh, what was I thinking?"
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But also, like, sometimes you miss that feeling. So it's like, especially, like, I don't know, for me in the industry, like, you just go day after day. So it's like you chasing that last night. It's like, yo, last night was crazy, yo. We went to such and such. So it's like you chase that. So it's like partially you do miss that moment.
Well, you being from Philly, we obviously know there's a rich history of music in Philly, from the Gamble and Huffs to the Jill Scott to, it goes on and on. Were you influenced by some of the earlier artists, or more so like later on?
For me, it's different because I grew up in the church with strict parents. And they didn't really listen to a ton of music in the crib in general.
Okay.
So I found out about that when I got into music, awkwardly.
So you grew up just listening to gospel, or how did that work?
Just listen to gospel, like little pop songs on the radio, because I don't know what it was, but R&B and rap was just not cool in the crib. It's like, yo, don't play with me.
Really?
You can't even play. You
straight up.
couldn't play no Levert or nothing like that.
I didn't even know who they were.
Really?
Like, my parents didn't really listen to stuff like that. My dad probably did before I was born. Like, he was out here, but by the time I came about, it was like, nah,
So when did you make the jump, and how did your parents react to it when you did?
They didn't like overreact. I guess in their minds, it's like, well, he gonna find his way back to Jesus.
Damn.
Wow.
Wow. What the video I think is for I know. Yeah, I see you shooting dead people in this video and
Zombies, yeah, man.
Zombies and yeah, did your parents see that? Did they?
Yeah. I mean, it's different. Like, keep it G, like once you start succeeding, people just like, oh, we so proud of you. And it's like everything else doesn't really matter. Like, because they were being, they're in church, so that's what they believe in. And it's like, of course, they're going to feel some sort of way. But once they see it work, it's like,
yeah, well,
he's not in the Illuminati. So it must be something good going on over there.
Yeah, plus that big bill you put in that offering plate, that don't hurt, right? You know what I mean, son?
You know what?
That's my son right there.
That's my boy.
That's my boy right there. Well, you're starting to get a lot of critical acclaim, too. People write about you in big ways, but obviously you come a long way. I remember when Alicia Keys came out and she had that piano on her side and really kept her, showed her validity.
Yeah, and it sort of separated her too. Yeah, from what some of the other artists were doing, seeing her actually play an instrument.
Now he has that guitar. You actually play the guitar?
I play guitar. I'm a unique guitar player. I don't know how to play songs, but I can make songs. It's weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Weird. So what does that mean? You can make melodies on the guitar?
I can only make new stuff.
Okay.
It's weird. It's like if songs that I made, I'm like, how did I play that? But like I can make songs for days on the guitar, but I just I don't have like the muscle memory of playing, because I don't really play anything, but I play everything. If that makes sense.
All instruments too?
I can play most. Only thing I really can't play is like horn instruments, because they like certain techniques.
They don't use the horn in the church. The guitar.
The keyboard.
Yeah, they can do all that.
Jesus. His name is Pink Sweats. PINKSWEATS. I want to play Coke and Henny Part 1 or Part 2.
Oh, we do Part 1.
Let's do Part 1, and then we're going to open up these phone lines.
Let's
get to know this young man. 888-742-3345. Sway in the morning. Get up on this new game right here. Pink Sweats, that's his name. Man is extremely talented. Here he has a new project. His EP, Volume 2, is out now. Pink Beginnings Tour Part 2 is happening this fall. We have Shane from Tennessee on the line. Good morning, Shane.
Hi.
Hey.
Shane, what it do?
Hey, how y'all?
Doing well. What do you think of Pink Sweats?
Man, I was telling old boy, I don't mean to compare anyone to anybody, but the moment the guitar started, I was instantly hearing like Jack Johnson and his like melody. But then when he started singing and like flowing to it, I was like, man, this boy got some soul. So it was like, dang, Jack Johnson done grew some and like hit it right.
Okay. I like that, man. So you like him, huh? Hey, so check this out. Here's the thing, Shane. Why don't you listen to his whole EP, Volume 1 and Volume 2? He got 2 projects out, and you should listen to it. It's very consistent. Both projects are extremely consistent, so he knows who he is. He's developing that signature sound, so check him out, all right?
I definitely will.
All right. Anthony in Kansas, what are your thoughts?
What up, Ant?
Big Ant.
Yo.
Hey, what's going on with you, man?
What up, family? Go ahead with it.
Yeah, hey, I was listening to that track. He rocking that Pink for the ladies, man. That that vibe, that's that Keith Sweat vibe. He out here for the ladies.
These for the ladies, huh?
Keith Sweats and Pink Sweats. Let's do a collab.
I like that. Yeah, that should be a
That makes
collaboration. Keith Sweat and Pink
do a
Sweats.
video.
Yo, the Sweat Gang.
Sweaty.
Sweaty. What want to call him? Sweaty? All right. Hey, Anthony, you're a citizen.
Sway in the morning.
Okay, so we invited a young lady by the name of Marissa, 8th grader, who got straight A's. Give her a big round of applause.
Congratulations.
That's just
That's
unusual. Where do you go to school, Marissa? Welcome to the show.
I go to Night Prep Academy in Palmdale,
In Palmdale. Where is that at?
California.
California.
Oh, in Palmdale, Cali. You from the West? Oh, I should have known.
West side?
Oh, okay, cool. And how difficult was it to achieve straight A's?
Well, I came from elementary, straight from elementary. I didn't go to a middle school at 6th grade, so it took me 2 weeks to get used to the curriculum, and then I picked up. It was quick.
What are your study habits? Do you go home and study every day? Do you study at the school? How do you get to that point?
I usually finish most of my homework at school.
So you just get right to it. Wow. So you living a stress-free life because you coming home, they can't even say go to your room and do your homework.
Nah.
Because you get it done beforehand.
Control.
You control the situation. You control the narrative.
Yeah.
So you get to go out and play and do what you want to do because you handled your business.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the good advantage.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm in control of my own, school life, I won't get, no, you're not grounded, no.
Okay.
Because guess what? I got 4.0.
There you go. You tell them. I ain't mad. If you don't comprehend a subject or what do? Do you go to the tutor or do you go?
Usually I go to the tutor for help because I'm a really good listener. So and eye contact, I'm really good at that. So I pick up really quickly.
Wow, and that's your dad, Jose, right there?
Mm-hmm.
Jose, man, proud of you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Do your thing, okay?
Everything in me. I just want her to see how big the world is. It's bigger than the east side, so she can get out of there and just see how big the world is. I want her to do her best. So
there it is. Oh, I love you, man. I appreciate that. I got a daughter, too. She's brilliant, too, so I know what it's like to be you. Yeah. All right, so you've been listening to this artist, Pink Sweats. Well, you were aware of him prior to this day?
Yeah.
You were familiar with him already?
Yeah, I've heard some songs with my stepmom.
Okay, great, cool.
She got on the shirt.
Is that why she got on the pink shirt?
As you can see, the stepmom like chubby boys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Wow. Thank you, bro.
So you have.
I got cake.
Now, Marissa, I heard that you were interested in broadcasting a little bit too, right? Okay, well, welcome. This is your show, Marissa in the Morning. Welcome to Marissa in the Morning.
Welcome, Marissa.
Okay, so you have any questions? You got a couple of questions for him?
Yeah, how long did it take you to get noticed? I know that people have to perform all of the time to get, oh, I know about Pink Sweats, to get noticed about everywhere. How long did that take you?
I think it took a solid 12 months. Yeah, but we really, I have a great team. It's me and all my friends, and everybody works really hard. And for me, I was super blessed. It couldn't have come together better. But there's a lot of hard work, groundwork, just staying consistent. That's the key. And I feel like if you're consistent at anything enough, it will eventually happen. Sometimes it's a year, sometimes it's 4 years. I've been writing songs for 6 years.
Was there a song in particular that everybody liked, that everybody knew about?
Honesty. I think that one just really, for whatever reason, gravitated. People just yo, what's this?
What about your family? Did, their music, when they found out, oh, you want to be involved in R&B and all of that, how did they react?
At first, they were just you're going to do your thing, but don't forget Jesus. And it's okay. But now they just chill. They're yo, we proud of you. Super happy for you.
That's dope.
Marissa.
Who plays a big part in your life? Like your mom or your dad, Who do you get your charisma? Where do you get your aura from?
Wow, she's good.
This is really
great
good.
question.
I mean, this is awesome, bro.
Wow. Wow, that's deep. I think now I draw more from my family because, it's just, that's what it's about at the end of the day for me. It's being able to help them out in certain ways, whether it's even just simply inspiring them, whether it's parents, they get older and sometimes they feel what more is there to do? But then, sometimes us as their children, they see oh, he did that. That inspired them to walk or anything, simple things, or start a business, whatever it is. So
you got some, cousins, siblings, people that look up to you?
Yeah, exactly. And I love them all. So I try to stay on the right path.
Give it up for Marissa right there, man. What an awesome interview.
Follow-up questions, too.
Great interview. Great job.
Amazing.
Great follow-up questions like Heather said. Way to engage him. The questions felt personalized, like you were genuinely interested, and you also listened extremely well, Marissa. You well on your way. Marissa, welcome to Marissa in the Morning on Shade 4-5.
Yes.
Wow.
Hey, Pink Sweats. The Pink Beginnings Tour Part 2 begins this fall. You are on Sway in the Morning. You familiar with the show, right?
Familiar with the show.
Okay, you a citizen of Sway in the Morning, man. I like that. On our show, we always like to get up and coming artists to do something special for us, man.
Well, since I'm a singer,
okay,
I feel we could do a little. You know what I mean? Let me do a little honesty real quick.
Okay, cool.
Acapella style.
You want to do it acapella? Okay,
Yeah, I'll do
cool.
acapella.
Listen, right there you go. My man, Pink Sweats.
Me.
Sway in the morning. Here we go.
She said, baby, I'm afraid to fall in love. Yeah. 'Cause what if it's not reciprocated? I told her, don't rush, girl, don't you rush. Yeah. I guess it's all a game of patience. And she said, what if I dive deep? Would you come in after me? Would you share your flaws with me? Let me know, yeah. I told her thinking is all wrong. Love will happen when it wants. I know it hurts sometimes, but don't let it go, yeah. 'Cause I want you. 'Cause I want you. 'Cause I want you, yeah. That's it.
There it is, my man, right there, Pink Sweat. Yo,
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too, man. This guy is all around. You know, we're introducing you to a lot of our audience, but obviously there's folks who know who you are. You've been on this rise. How did you work with Florida Georgia Line? How did that even come about?
I gotta shout out my boy Seth England at Big Loud. Love all those guys. It's funny because I was at a dinner or some sort, and I was sat next to a guy, and his name's Seth England, and we were talking, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm a songwriter, and you know, I write country, I write all these genres. He's like,
wow.
He's like, sure, you write country, like the way I was dressed, and it was like a fancy dinner. I literally had on a jean jacket, some sweatpants. Definitely looked out of place, and he was just like, the look he gave me was like, sure, you write country songs. He's like, all right, cool. Well, like, we exchanged info. I sent him a song. He was like, yo, who's singing this song? I'm like, that's me. He's like, who wrote the song? I'm like, me. He's like, who produced the song? Me. Yo, you got to come to Nashville. And it was just that simple.
Just that simple.
Nashville, yeah.
Did you even know who they were at that time?
At the time, I think, yeah, they had like a really big record at that time.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know he like had the whole situation with the label, my guy Seth, because, you know, he was just a guy. And I never really met anybody in country. And country, super hard to break into. Like, it's like, if you don't know nobody in Nashville, your chances are slim to none. Like,
what did you think of Lil Nas X just kind of disrupting things in the music business and folks like, oh, this ain't country? And mainly because he was a young black guy who seemed like he came from a hip-hop background. But are those stereotypes, all of that stigma, is that abolished now? I mean, looking at you like that, Seth was like, nah, he ain't writing country.
Nah, but the thing about Seth is he gave me a shot.
Okay.
So it's like initial reaction. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have believed me either, because like I'm at this fancy dinner, everybody's suited and booted. I'm in there with shades and a jean jacket and sweatpants. Like, sure, you write country. Like, I wouldn't have necessarily. But he was like, all right, I'll take a shot. Gave me his number, shot him the song. But country's not really like super racist. It's just cliquey.
Okay.
So it's like you gotta pay your dues in country. Like, it's not really about a black or white thing. From my experience when I was in Nashville, it was more like, yo, who you working with? Like, you're not gonna come to Nashville with a full song and be like, oh, let me get this to somebody. They're like, nah, you gotta work with our guys. Collab, boom, boom. Which I respect that system because it keeps the economy good.
Okay.
Real quick, because I know we gotta let you go, but if it's super clicky and you weren't dressed properly, how did you even get invited?
You know, you know, I'm Pink Sweats.
There you go.
All right.
Pink Sweats. If people want to reach you, how can they reach you, man?
And y'all can reach me on Pink Sweats on every platform except for Twitter, which is Real Pink Sweats.
There it is. Wonder what we gonna end with. What you thinking?
We're just going straight to song right now?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do that honesty, man.
Honesty, right? That's what I thought. Figured we'd hit that
Tell
one.
Me you got that.
That one was on the top 10 on 10 Spotify's U.S. viral chart. That's why it got popular. Was the honesty. We'll dig that up. And then when does the fall tour begin?
I think it's the 24th of August.
24th of August.
What is it? September 7th. I'm way off.
Okay. All right.
September 7th, y'all. Check out the Pink Beginnings tour for real. Hit me on Instagram. I'll send y'all the flyer or I'll post it or something.
Hey, man, don't forget us, man, on that Grammy stage.
Hey.
I'm the same person that I've always been. I'm 27, by the way, not 19.
Damn, you look 19, though, dog.
With a beard.
Keep drinking that water.